Hi guys, good evening. Just sharing my link. Give me one moment. Yep, I've shared the link. I hope you can see my screen. Hi Rana. Good evening. Okay, Sat Shri Akal, Kamal, how are you? Guys, can you see my screen? Hi Tarun. Good evening, Sat Shri Akal. Hi guys, anybody who's on the call, can you confirm if you can see my screen? And can you hear me? Hi Srini, how are you? Long time. And can you hear me, Tarun? Since my laptop got busted, I've tried something, a new one. Okay. Hi, Misi. Good evening. Hi, Ramkrishnan. Hi, Raji. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. So, guys, market has been on melt up. It has stopped even worrying about anything. It's only going up, 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 and up. Like if you see on the weekly candles, on the Heikin ones, let me just hide the DMI for, let's keep it. Look at these candles. These are massive. Like since this morning star was there at 4260, week 1, week 2, and today's week started, and it's just going up, up, and up. Hi Asad, hi Saurabh, hi Vivek. So the momentum is really strong, but the only thing is we are coming to an area where we have seen some aggressive selling happening in the past. You can see this pink, purple, and a violet block on the top of my screen. That block is a selling zone which has acted in the past, and that selling zone led to almost 800, 900 point uh, like decline in a straight mode, like from 4800 to 3840, that's 900 points, and then from 4200 to 3500. We came back here in September. We made around 4635, and then we went back to 4100. Again, a 500 time. Vivek, I'll check on that. That's like 500 point down move. So if we have to face a resistance, this is the point. If we cross this, I think we're going to hit the new highs. But this area will be a little tough. I would not say it's a massive one, but a little tough based on we have failed 3 times here. If you see, one time we failed here, second time we failed here. This is the third attempt. So maybe we still have something more. Otherwise, if we fail here, we are making a M pattern, which is not a nice pattern. So this 45-47 is very important line uh, to be mindful of. Okay. So before we start, I just wanted to talk about this because we have not spoken about markets regularly now. So just wanted to give you a heads up. So let's start from the scans today. Uh, let's start from 12:34 first. So low, delta, docu, and piton, they are showing some signs of positivity. I think lows have earning tomorrow, so I'm going to ignore it. Delta, doc, piton, I can very well ignore them for now. I will look at inside day. Tesla is very well inside day. UNH, Walmart. So Tesla is an inside day. UNH, I do not have that in the list, but we can check back on UNH. I'll make a note of UNH and Walmart. Anything on the weekly time frame? 73 is massive. So I'm gonna just like everything is like on a weekly time frame. Bajwa, when a candle is within a candle and the volume is within a volume, like when you have like these are very basic questions which you can like search on the internet very easily. This is like an inside day. This is the high, this is the low, and let's say this is yesterday's candle, Y candle, and this is today's candle. So today high should be lower than yesterday's high, and today low should be higher than yesterday's low. That's an inside day. You could have multiple days going into that. It's very simple, very basic thing. So right now, if I'm looking at this, I see almost everything on the inside week. Google is there, Tesla is there, Lily, UNH, Walmart, Nike, PanW. PanW broke out today, so I'll add Google inside day, inside week. I think next week Tesla or maybe tomorrow Tesla will do something magical. I'm thinking it is gonna break out or break down really big pretty quickly. It's coming to that point on Tesla. Okay, then IWM is also it's in my list. IWM is also inside week. No, Ucom Nike, do you have snow? Snow? Ucom, I don't have it. Okay. Then let me search for bullish candle patterns on the daily time frame. NVEX, I do not trade that. Bearish candle patterns, no. So all in all, we have a confined list. Let's look at open low highs for today. We have 18 of them. AVGO 973 made 1000. Netflix 465 made 476. Good. So wow. So this is a very simple scan. You can set it up. Anybody who is totally non-technical can use this information. When the price open is equal to low, you just go long on that stock. And if price open equals to high, you just go short or buy puts on that stock. Very simple, very effective. All right, let me just turn into ES and let's see where we are in ES. So let's start from daily candle first. So on the daily candle, you can see we have seen an extreme move. You can see all this trend is green, right? This is green, 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 green. Let me do one thing. Let me just fill the colors. Yes. See, now you can see the candles are all green. They may have some dodges, but net in net, they were all green. So this is a clear showcase of that trend. The market has trended higher and it's positive. And we have rallied almost from the lowest point of the regression channel, where the DMI was very negative, to a point where DMI is extremely positive, extremely high. At this time, the DMI, if you look, is totally green over here and is extremely bullish. It doesn't mean that it will give up very quickly or it's time for a rug pull, but it's coming to a point where if it can clear 4581, I think that will have some serious up move setting up, because it's the range where we have confined the market momentum multiple times in the past. We tried 4635, we went up, failed. We are trying one more time. Maybe once you clear this, we will have the recovery of 2021. In between, the bigger stocks have made all-time highs. They have been pushing higher and higher, and as a result, the market is really positive. Also, this is W, so the momentum is really solid. There is nothing negative at this time. So I'm not in a opinion that yes, you need to short here. I'm just saying it's better if we can get a little cool off so that we can enter and start the move again. Otherwise, it's going to be a slow and steady move up. In terms of level, let's talk about levels. So I'm going to change back to the normal candle now. Let me mark them as so. This candle, you see, there is a consolidation and then move up, consolidation, move up. Today, the consolidation was done and then we had a massive move up. Now, 45.47 and 45.81. 45.81 is an area where we have seen resistance, and it's 61.8 Fibonacci area for me. So if we can clear this, I think we'll have substantial move open. But if we face a resistance here, then things will get really tricky, because this resistance at the top, we are well away from the EMAs. So we need to retrace back to 4475, 4400 to build another momentum. So this is really important. And tomorrow we have NVIDIA's number, which usually presents the theme of the market. And because of the NVIDIA's number, the market has built into AI. Microsoft did not had anything into AI, but they still added 530 billion in last 30 days, speaking about AI. So the market is riding these big seven companies, which are called as Magnificent Seven. And as a result of those companies, the push into the index is really strong. So index will behave when uh, uh, depending on these seven companies performing. So right now they are very strong. They're showing enormous strength. Every single dip is bought into, but problem is they have moved a lot. we should expect some level of cool off before any further move. But again, market is market. It knows its direction pretty much than what we know about this. So I'm gonna mark levels. Now we are in the region of 45.60s. I really want to buy around 45.60. 45.60 was a pain point in the past. So 45.60 right now we are well above this. So I'm gonna say buy in dip if you get 45.60. Stop loss is this target 45.47. Loss of 45.47 can lead to really bad downside. That will be rejection from the trend line if it happens. When 4547 fails, it's a rejection from long-term trend line, which is really important. Breakout has happened. First target is now 4581. Also, this week is a shorter week, so the possibility of the moves on the negative side is really less, because people do not want to short into a Thanksgiving weekend. They are trading, and when they are trading, the low volume will be a recipe for a bigger move. It doesn't mean that yes, that move will be solid, but it's a recipe for a big move. Now, once we cross 4581, the next line comes is 4620 to me. So 4620, if we can be clear this, we are going for all-time highs within this year. If you want to sell, a selling opportunity will come as soon as we lose this 45.47. So you can start selling below 45.40. And this selling can lead to 44.75 this time. 44.72, which is a 12 EMA, and 44.60. I'm going to mark a couple of more levels, 44.95, 72, and 60. So 44.60 is a definite area where if you are a person who likes to go long, because the market trend is still fine. We are just doing a back test here. If we come back and test 12 EMA, the momentum is really positive. The only thing, if it comes here, it will do is it will make an inverted head and shoulder case, which will be marked as completed once we cross 45.81 if we choose this line. So possibility of inverted head and shoulder is there. But again, the markets right now going into the long weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, will avoid any shorts. So let's see how much more we can move from here. And in case of book map, let's do that and check. I don't know, every time I set this up, it just loses. Every time I log in, it just loses the settings. This is really weird. Yep, you can clearly see right here that the range of 45.670 to 75 is some hard selling zone, and 45.55 is an area for buy. Otherwise, the market is right there at 45.20-ish area. So this tells me that yes, market is going to find some serious resistance around 45.70 because this is really, really heavy. Okay, let's move on to NQ. NQ today managed to cross 16,000 and it's right above this area, 16,070. Last time we had a breakdown at 16,070 and we came down all the way to 14,000. That was a 10% correction. Right now, the momentum is really solid. So if we get a pullback, I would mark that as a healthy pullback and take it from there. But right now, the pullback will only be marked as healthy or will start if we start to make an evening start here. Something similar. So right now, if we tomorrow, we have FOMC minutes, which will come out at 2 p.m. Eastern. Now, if we have a dodgy throughout that time, I will not be surprised. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, if we see a follow-up down move, then we can expect a healthy pullback. Otherwise, we are very well extended. We may extend towards 16,400 as well. Right now, we are about 50 points away from a good stop loss region. So I'm not going to buy aggressively here. I want to buy around 16,080 to 16,100. My stop loss is 16,070. That's my stop loss. So first target which comes to here, let's look at the time frame. I'm going to add A for 5 years. Okay. And if we now compare that period for 5 years, yep, 16,000. Next target will come around 16,160, 16,400. Yes. I think we have very well potential to go higher from here. And 16,400. And we may, because momentum in tech, especially the bigger Microsofts, Netflix, Nvidia, AMD, it's really solid. And when the momentum is really solid, there's no point to short. So expect new highs on tech. Now, if you want to short for a healthy pullback, so the momentum is neutral, not at all there. So healthy pullback, you can sell below 16,070, which I really doubt will happen. Well, if you want to try 16,045, keep a stop loss of 16,070. Hi guys. You can expect 15,911, 15,810. Again, back test will make a good base for next upmove. Momentum is really, really solid. So again, I said, I'm not interested to mark shorts. If we lose, our stop loss is very confined, 45, 47, and then we change the direction. Again, I'm expecting a healthy pullback. Healthy pullback means 44.60 and 15,800 to 15,600. I don't see anything more than that. If that happens, then yes, this may be marked as a failed breakout on the weekly candles. Triple Q. Triple Q was around 391. It closed right there, 391.50. Next to my Fibonacci. Again, it has created a massive area of gap right here and right here. There's a gap right here, gap right here. Let me change the color to make it much more prominent. Let's make red. There's a gap right here. There's a gap right here. There's a gap right here. So when we are coming from 35 to 395, 345 to 391 is about 12% roughly. So we have seen one directional 12% move. We are well away from the 12 EMA, which is 378. So a healthy correction will mean that if we do a back test, we do the gap fill of this inside day breakout, that will be really, really good. Now tomorrow, if I have to buy, I will have to buy above 391. I do not want to buy anything early. 391.40, and again, if we go back to the higher time frames, 391, 394. 391.50 is a resistance in the past as well. So it's going to be a tough area. And it's a 61 Fibonacci, and here's 78.6 Fibonacci. So I really want to go above, because it is a good area. Let's move higher. Stop loss will be 390. Expect 393.60, 393.60, 470, which will be the new all-time highs for triple Q. And I think it has potential to test 100%. This is 61%. 100% is 460, and then 427. So everything is possible looking at the momentum at this time. So again, I'm not going to fight and start making shorts for no reason. The momentum is really solid, and let's use that momentum and do not fight the trend. Yes, the market seems to be looking very heavy, moving like slowly and steadily, but it is moving in one direction. So let's respect that. Okay, now in case we want to do a healthy pullback, we should start shorting towards the top of this candle, which is the middle of this candle as well, which is 388. If we lose 388, then we can start to look for a healthy pullback towards 378, towards 384. So that will be marked in my terms a healthy pullback, which will allow me to enter long position here. That will be like when you pull a rubber, right? Pull a string. When you stretch it towards yourself and then leave, it moves higher. Something like this. Candles are away. Now, if you stretch them back towards the EMAs and then leave them away, they will go higher. So sell below 388. Stop loss is 390. 384.30 and 378 is my 78.80. So let's make it 90. That's my take on indexes. Positive, no negative sentiment. So everything is positive. Apple is pushing itself higher. It had filled the gap, and I think it's going for the same 2 trillion thing, not 3 trillion thing, which is almost a retest of its breakout zones. Again, it tested this area, rejected, came back here, starting again right there. So as of now, I don't see any negative sentiments on Apple. even if it has done some seriously bad earnings, but it's still showing fine, and it has broken above and closed above this square box, which was the gap from the earnings in the past. So this gap will act as a good support for now. So if I have to take a trade, I'll be a little cautious on going long on Apple. But if I have to take a trade, look at this candle. This candle low is 150. That's my stop loss. If I cannot clear that, I may need to be very careful into Apple. So I'm going to be very skeptical here. I'm going to sell towards 190, 150, keeping a stop loss of 192.50. And again, I'm looking at a healthy resistance from this area. Now, if I have to go long, I would go long above 192.50. Buy long above 192.50. Do not try long before that, because it's going to be a little tough to manage it. So Apple is right there. My target will be 189.50. And again, it depends on what the communication comes out from the FOMC meetings. Right now, everybody's agreeing to the point that yes, they are not going to have a rate hike. But if you see, the prices are still not coming down. The housing prices are still higher, meaning the effective rate of this fiscal constraint has not done any impact. The job market is still strong. 5 and 10,000 here and there does not make a big deal. The prices have appeared to cool off in terms of CPIs because CPIs are relative. Like, for example, the last year in October, November, the price of, let's say, a food item was $20. Now, this is $21. So it means it has only moved 5%. But if you go back to the real prices, the real price of that food item may be $15. So from $15, it has moved $21 in 2 years. But the CPI calculates that it has only moved 5%. So there is not big move. But they are ignoring the fact that it has already moved from 15 to 20 in the first cycle. So the formula and the way they are calculating the CPI, it is a little like something which needs to be scrutinized. It is a little vague to me. So the inflation is still there. It is not going away. And these people know that. And that's why they keep on saying that inflation is high. Market has taken a comment as positive comments from the Fed speakers. And since then, it has gone up. So tomorrow, if something does not match with market expectations from the FOMC minutes, it could actually give up everything. That's why I'm saying if Apple starts to give up, it has support at 185 because that's a healthy pullback. So same healthy pullback in ESNQ can happen around 4460 and 15,600. So that's the reason I'm not convinced to go higher on Apple at this time. My target 189.50, 187.75. I'm going to put only long. AMD. AMD is consolidating well into this area, and it has managed to close above an area where I'm pretty much interested. You look at this pink block. It has find trouble in the past to close above it. It's almost there. So tomorrow, if Nvidia's earnings give some momentum into the market, I think AMD could leverage that and can break out from here because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a very tight range. So AMD, I am marking this as positive. Possible breakout is ready in AMD. Instead of sell, I'm going to mark it into buys, and my buy is above 121. Let's say buy above 122. Stop loss is this area, 120. And this week is short. So if you are interested to take trades, make sure you give yourself sufficient time. 124.50, 130. AMD could be one of the trades which could really do well for us. Amazon. Amazon is again straight holding around that area 145. It did a healthy pullback, tested, and then went higher from that point also. So the same thing I expect from other stocks as well. They go far, come back, do a back test, and then go higher from there. So 50% Fibonacci is around 145. And I think not Microsoft, Amazon and Google will play some remarkable moves in the next leg of the market. So Amazon, I think it remains valid. I expect this to move higher. Baba, I'm removing, and instead I'm going to bring back BA. BA has moved significantly from 175 area all the way to 219 area, where it has faced the resistance now. Now, it got upgraded and then it got bounced. So if you look into this chart, this area has been tough for the BA. Look at this red line. This area has been tough. If we can have a weekly close above this, I think you will see BA exploding to 250s, 260s this time. It has had its years and years of fatigue and everything, but this is the time where if it can clear this area 219, boom. If you clearly see this, we do not had a single close above this red line. And if I convert this into a 3-year, not even a single close above this line. If we can make it happen, that is going to be a very massive thing. Because with this in happen, we can actually mark 239, 240, 250s on the card for BA. So BA is a really high problem. Let's also check if we have some meaningful support into BA. Let me bring my screen here. Let's look at BA. Let's say we have it. Okay. So BA, you can see that these puts, 215 puts for 212, 22 is sold, which is sold in strength. 217 puts, not clear. But 315 calls, you see, these calls are like are coming into BA. That's what I'm saying, that yes, it's finally time for this bloody BA to work. Same thing, Baba will work, BA should work now. We have enough of Baba and BA. So let's go back now and see BA. So I really want to cross 219. Again, do not jump into BA because there is a gap right there, and then there is a gap right here, today's gap. So if you want to jump, it's very risky, but if you can clear 219, I will definitely carry some positions if we can clear 219. And let's look at the options as well. For I will go for 8 December calls. So 220 calls are not expensive. The implied volatility is only 23%, which is very light. So I would love to enter into 220 calls into Boeing if we can cross 290. Again, I want to give some time to Boeing. So Boeing is positive. My trade is above 218.9. And again, keep one thing in mind. Tomorrow, let's say if it goes down, and if it still holds the gap, that's a double bottom. So you can clearly go up. So if it comes to 211, some because BBA has a habit of doing this. Somehow, if it goes to 21, to 11, 212, buy at that point. But do not buy at like 216, 217. You will be chopped. Look for 223 and then for 229. Uh, Finally, at a breakout moment. Stop loss is 216.16. The BA is one good shot. CRM has broken out about 221 last time we spoke. It's right there. 61 Fibonacci is there. It's holding like a good W now. The momentum is ready. So maybe in the next cycle of the market where we need other S&P stocks to move, CRM, Boeing, all these companies will start performing. So about 225, you should be looking really, really good into CRM. So 225.65, and I think that's something. Uh, yes. If we can clear this, we should hit 228, 231. And you need to mind that if index has to move, some stocks have to move. You cannot move Microsoft every single day for $5, $10. You cannot move Apple like this. So in those situations, Amazon, BA, CNM, they will provide some relief. Google, and in these situations, and let's look at CRM flow as well. Not significant. 230 calls are there. These are sold, but not a significant trade as such. As how are you feeling today? As it's been long, we have not done this exercise. I am hoping that you're not getting bored and you are getting what I'm trying to convey. So let me just get a glass of water in between. Tell me how you're feeling with this. If you want something to add, let me know. No comments. All right. Uh, CNN is right there. Stop loss, I think 224 is good. Then we have Google. Google is due. Google has also done a back testing of the 12 EMA today. So closed right above this area, made a bullish engulfing candle. So I will mark as neutral. Bullish engulfing and back tested to an EMA. In this case, what should be mine? You see, it came, tested, and now we are there. The momentum is still weak. You can see the DMI for 1 day, it's still weak. So if market tends to go down, it may lose out. But as of now, I think it's getting ready for a breakout on Google. 135.50 is your stop loss. You can buy near 136 and respect stop losses in case market will start to lose tomorrow after the earnings, not the earning, FOMC. So be careful of the stop losses. If we clear 137.60, Google is going for 150, 140.7. So IWM, is right where we left off. It was not able to cross 179.60. So I wanted to cross 179.60. The momentum is there. Strength in IWM is not there. So we need the strength. We need the power. I think if we convert this to Heikin-Ishi, let's see what we get. We are still below this range. So we need to clear this. Otherwise, if we ignore this, we are setting up for a massive bull flag. So tomorrow, if you want to play FOMC, play IWM. Do not trade SPY or triple Q. Trade IWM. You will make money. So the levels on IWM still same. Meta is right there. Meta in the dip 332. It made 340. I made the mistake of closing my position on Friday because I didn't want to carry anything. But Meta is really looking solid. It's non-stop and it's just non-stop. Now, I want to make some new levels on Meta because these levels have gone too far. So I'm gonna hide them. Cancel the right extensions. So I'm gonna make new levels in Meta because this is the market. So I'm gonna create drawings. I'm gonna mark as extensions. I'm gonna start from here, go up right there, come down right there, and then that's it. So we have seen some level of support at 335, and now we should aim at 369. Wow, that's good. That's interesting. And if we can go back to customize list, I need to add more times. I don't know, like since it has gone to Charles Schwab, everything is messed up. Every setting I'm doing on Thinkorswim, I'm just losing it next day. So I really don't know. So this is looking good. I'm gonna check onto the 5-year chart if we have anything right here. The 320 is 76. So I'm gonna extend this to the right. Okay. This level is coming 384. No, but this is the level which is 346. And then we have a gap 354, 346, 354. Just remember, Meta is still the cheapest stock available. 346, 354. If you get a dip on Meta, just buy. Do not miss on Meta. Microsoft almost gave back, but I really don't know how to manage this Microsoft thing. It is insane. Right now it's bullish engulfing. The momentum is really solid. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, weekly, monthly, everything is solid. So the momentum is really strong. It has cleared all these numbers. So 338 was my level when I mentioned a few days back that once we clear 338, we should see significant breakout. And that's what happens. The same thing I said about Netflix yesterday in the Telegram channel. 465 it crosses, it's gonna hit 479. It made 477 today. So at this time, it's in uncharted territory. And when things are in uncharted territory, let's make some new levels then, because we have lost these levels. I'm gonna use somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna use this and mark the extensions. $386 is something I'm getting the target for Microsoft. Stop loss is about 375. I'm just keeping it neutral because it has rallied so much. It is actually at the resistance, so I'm not sure if I am ready to long this, but I'm gonna mark this. Sell below 375. Stop loss is 375. Buy in depth 376, 77, 381, 386. These are targets. Netflix is a breakout from 476 area. It's going back to fill the earning gap, which was created in the last earnings, where we saw the massive dodgy 485 thing. It's going to come there and fill. And again, it's did the same thing. 446, it went up. 467, it's going higher. Now it's coming to a point where it is about to break out. This long-term trend line is going to break out from here. I'm going to reduce some Fibonacci numbers. Four 76.85 was today's 78.6 Fibonacci number, and it panned out to be correct. So now we need to simply look at 484, 485, and then 505. So I am going to 469 is the stop loss on Netflix. 469. 476.85, 484, 504. Buy near 472.74 area. Yep, thank you, Satish. I am positive on BA. Nvidia is Nvidia for tomorrow. I really don't know what could happen with Nvidia. The flow suggests a very high move towards 550, but 513 is something which I want to test. So Nvidia, like again, if I change this into, see, the momentum is not there in Nvidia. It is at 24. The 34 areas there, but it's still not enough. I don't know, but if expectations are a slight miss on Nvidia, it will get decimated. So be just mindful of that. That's why I'm just saying tomorrow's stop losses will be really, really important and can be really meaningful. So be careful on positioning heavy, because last few days, last few weeks, or I would say months, I'm trading very light. Instead of like 100, 200 lots, I'm trading 3 lots, 2 lots, 5 lots, and saving my capital. Slowly and steadily, I am making money, but I am not losing money like a big $10,000 in a day or $12,000 in a day. I may lose 500 a day, but I'm making easily back. Above 513, my next target is 545. So I do not expect it to cross anything above uh, 545. So I'm gonna give 2 rows for NVIDIA. I'm gonna insert one more row, NVIDIA. I'm gonna copy the green ones. One is positive. So buy above 505. Stop loss is 499 now. Target 513.85, 545. I'm giving you 50% chance. Now, any slight miss, 496, and you lose 479 and 458. So we can talk about this. I will share the link. But this is something which is right there. I am more convinced towards IWM and BA than towards NVIDIA. So PanW has moved higher. After the earnings, we played the earnings. It went higher. It's coming again into that zone where it had so many hammers. So I would like to sell this again at 260. If it rises, just sell it and make sure that yes, because even if it moved up, the DMI is still weak. They had a buyback thing. I think that is done. That's why we have seen some big move from 234 to 240. But the DMI, you can clearly see right there. It's still weak. So I'm going to sell PanW. This is my first shot. Snow should snow. It was supposed to fill the gap at 161. And I think it did that. Today, 162. Close 167. I think it's ready, but it needs a back test of 12 EMA. So any opportunity we have or we receive, it's getting for a massive breakout snow. You can clearly see it's a W pattern. So snow is really good. giving me a good positive vibe. Snow is inside week. W in the W is ready. So if earnings are out for snow, I don't know when they are, but if they are coming, it's going to be super. My stop loss this time, come on, what I have done. My stop loss will be 165 on, I expect 200 and above on snow. I have to check the flow. Let's check the flow on snow, but I think it's getting ready for a massive move. 170 puts are being sold, which is for this week. 450. So at least $5 move is there. That's one thing. And then 210 calls. No. 167.5 puts are being sold. 165 puts are being sold. So all these puts are being sold, giving me a positive. 175 calls are bought. 170 puts are being sold. Yep, it's a good. I will share the Zoom details, Vivek. Just give me a few minutes. I think it's last but not the least Tesla. Tesla is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. It's in a very tight range. It needs to close 237, no, 236.72. If it does, I think it will going to get ready. The momentum is really bad in Tesla. You can clearly see the DMIs are still not upright. Only one day is green, 2 days red, and other one is neutral. If you look right here, the DMI is still 19, and it has backtested 12 EMA today, which is a really good thing, or not today, yesterday, which is a really good thing. So it's getting ready for a big move towards 250 without any resistance. So if I have to carry something, I will carry Tesla. I will carry Tesla. I will go about 237. I'm 40 to 60% positive on Tesla. Because like once a thing like do a back test at 12 EMA. All right, so this is good. UNH Walmart we can leave, but we did everything. Let me share the Zoom link. If any one of you is interested, please join the Zoom call. I have shared the link on the chat. You are more than welcome to join. Thank you, Broad. So I've not done this in few days because I had some my office work issues. So trying to cope with them. But let's see if I'm able to get back into my practice of doing this every single night. Then it will give me some positivity. Yes, Vivek.
Hi, Naval bhai. I wanted to share my screen. I'm little bearish on ES buy. I just wanted to share my thought, and if you think like it is right or close by, please let me know.
Try to share now.
Yeah. Can you see my screen, bhai?
Yes.
So the reason why I'm a little bearish is like I was counting the waves and these ones. So it looks like perfectly like we came down thrice and we went up twice. And now, even while coming down recently, it came down like in three waves. And if you are while going back, up also, it is going up in two waves. And like we are right at the level of 0.7 of from here to here now by sorry, wait a second. Yeah. So if you consider from here to here, the huge wave from 2020 to 2022, in that we are exactly at 0.7 fib level.
It will cross that.
It will cross.
Hmm.
So because for example, even last time when the actual down move started, it came down in the total of like perfectly three waves. And like I feel like we are exactly in the similar position as this one now by the first uptick move. During that time also it went straight up without any break, like this just it happened for one day.
See, this
And
time market breadth is much better than last time. That's the
okay.
difference. Second thing, market is now feeling that yes, there are not going to be any further hikes. At that time, there was no clarity on the number of hikes.
Hmm.
So right now, that factor has changed. But again, these macro factors, the factors may be going into January, where we could have a shutdown in the government. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know. The shutdown is prevented only temporarily. It has not been like for all the what do you call those bills and
Yeah.
budget. No, it's only for January. So it can come back maybe during this period. We may get a downgrade from Moody's or Fitch or S&P because right now they have changed the outlook. They
Mm-hmm.
have not changed anything into the ratings. So possible, but I think otherwise there's no negativity.
Unless like for example एक छोटा like कल मीटिंग में अगर नेगेटिव आया, और if Nvidia messes up big time,
If Nvidia messes up the expectation, then yes,
the
that
whole,
could be a big trigger on the downside.
yeah. Okay.
But
That's
as
what
of now, I don't see anything. And as of now, I don't see Nvidia is going to miss.
okay.
Expectations is 22 billions. I really don't know if they can set up $22 billion, but they are sold out on many of their inventories with respect to AI, and they're just selling each chip around $10,000. So $22 billion is not far away.
Okay, okay. That's what now I was thinking. क्योंकि like they are saying that they sold out, but recently we ordered हमारे lab के लिए we ordered couple of A100 cards and A6000 cards, the expensive ones for AI training. We ordered couple of them, and they didn't say anything like back order ऐसा है. We straight up we got it in 1 week.
See, TSM, which makes chips for NVIDIA and everything,
Mm-hmm.
they get a uh, positive outcome from NVIDIA. I think that's what I read. So
Okay.
I'm not
So
going
you are
to
bullish on
buy puts
Nvidia.
on NVIDIA. No.
Okay, okay, okay. Hmm.
Deepak, this is not a cup and holder pattern.
Okay. Yeah.
Cup and
Why not?
holder
I was
pattern
thinking it is
has
at
to
the
have
right
a
level.
base.
It is
Uh,
at the right level, and like if we get negative news, maybe it can start in like next pull down.
yes, but like there's many ifs and buts.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'm not gonna fight that. I'm gonna wait and let's see how it goes.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That's it from my side. Thanks, Nolbert.
I do not use Romanov 1 minute or 5 minute. I use daily for my levels and 15 minutes with high Kenichi candles. Yes or no? Go ahead.
Hello, Naval bhai.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, bhai. How are you? Can you please discuss Nvidia earnings? Any flows you are seeing? You
Yeah,
said you
the
discuss.
flows on Nvidia is enormous. We cannot even cope with that. That's the whole problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I open Nvidia and only talk about flows which are more than $1 million,
Cannot see your black box or.
you should be. I'm sharing my screen.
No, but you are sharing like the chart.
Which screen I shared?
We are seeing Tesla. Yeah, now we are seeing your Navaldeep Sikka.
I've shared only the black box thing.
Yeah, now we can see your black box.
So look at the $1 million flows, 63 of them in one day. Now look at this flow, 445, 460. Like it's $5. Why would somebody do that? Are they exiting the positions? I don't know. 500 calls, calendar splits. Then 510 calls are sold for 4 million and 2 million. Okay. Then here 500 calls are bought for 1.6 million. 450 calls, look at them. They were bought 51, 51, 52, 51, 53, 53, 53, 54, 54, 60. And this is at 498.
Mm-hmm.
And it closed somewhere around 60. And these percent did not close. Okay, these are like massive number of lots. These are not like small number of lots. If you look at them on NVIDIA, it's 7,300 lots today. And the price is only going up. Open interest will increase because there's hardly any open interest. It means the positions were added. These are 450 calls. Then look at other calls. These are 450 calls for this week. Again, 49, 49, 49, 50, 50, 51, 51, 30. Until 497, they were added. This again went on to make $7, $8 more. Let's look at the closing price.
Bhai, these could be closed tomorrow also, right?
We need to see because the price went up only.
Right. So tomorrow they can exit on a nice profit or some profit.
If they start to exit, that is a clear indication that yes, something is wrong. But right now, these are all like 56. They added at 47, 48. Now it's 56. And these are like not $1, $2. These are millions.
Right. And
5
how
million.
can we know that they are exit tomorrow? How would we know that?
You need to keep a track that yes, if they are selling, if these are all additions.
Right. They are additions. But tomorrow before close, can we know if they closed them?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. We need to keep a track. And also there's an equivalent amount of call selling as well. There's no put buying, but there's equal amount of call selling. These are call. I think this guy messed up. So 493, he sold at 31 and then bought back. So 300,000 loss. So I am sure it's going to beat to 500 and 530, 35, but I don't know about more than that.
So you are expecting the move to be from 530 to 500 to 530 around that.
Yes, look at these 470. These are sold for 7 million, and then again these are sold at 494. So whether this guy has close position, it's really difficult to judge. That's why I just gave up.
Okay.
Hey, can you
It's too much
sorry.
information on NVIDIA.
Can you check to see how far this chart goes back? Like, does it go back to August, like 23rd was the last earnings quarter?
470 ones?
Sorry?
The 470 ones or
No, just if you go back to the previous table when on the dailies, I think it was like you had the volume. No, in the black box.
which
Yeah.
strike?
It was on the left. There's a bar chart that you put that showed the volume for the puts, or sorry, for the calls. I don't know which tab it was, but it was tracking the call.
It's right there, but Problem is, it needs to be a very specific strike.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious what this looks like back in August, like before.
It's until like I
Yeah,
only have it from September. Uh,
October.
yep, it's only from October.
Yeah, that's
Cannot
fine.
exclude it.
I mean, it's not that surprising for like these names, highly traded names, to build call volume into earnings reports.
Not at all. Not at
Yeah,
all.
but like it's not necessarily an accurate indicator of what the results are.
Yes,
It
because
will
the
be.
expectation is $22 billion. Adding a
Yeah.
$6 to the current expectation is really big. It's not a small. Any miss on that $6 billion will be massive.
Yeah.
But
I
if
mean,
they beat and make $24 billion, blimey, it's going to cross 550 in a blink of a second.
yeah, this like valuation wise, it already makes no sense, but whatever.
There's no sense in NVIDIA right now. It's just making
Go from there.
$16 billion a quarter. It's
Yeah.
trading at $1.2 trillion, which is ridiculous amount of valuations.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense.
Naval bhai, even if they beat the earnings and EPS, if the
It
guidance,
won't matter. It's just the guidance.
it's the guidance, right? If the guidance, they miss the guidance, then it will drop like a rock.
Yep, it will be 300 in few days.
Not 300. You gave the levels today, right? You said 400.
That's for maybe a 1 day move. But if it's missed the expectation, it will bring the market down.
Okay. You think then it
Yes.
can go back to 400 levels?
It could, yes,
Okay.
because the growth market needs to see the kind of growth they have. They have shown like they were like 6 billion, then they showed like 10 billion and they beat it by 11. Then the expectation was 13, they came to 16. Now expectation is 22. Let's see how they do it.
Okay.
Yes. Thing's already trading at 40 times sales. It's ridiculous, but
And the next,
No, it's more than
and for
40
the
times.
next quarter, their expectation is how much? If this
22
quarter
billion.
is
22
Huh?
billion. 22 billion.
okay, if their guidance doesn't meet it, then it's gonna be
Microsoft, which is the biggest beneficiary of AI after NVIDIA, they did not said they are going to make huge inroads into AI. They were making money into the cloud. That's what was cheered, not the AI.
okay. So by that token, then NVIDIA
Deepak
may.
is saying, let's look at QQQ. The phantom prints, wow, 315, 291, 277, 288, 339, 336. It's trading at 391. Wow, but the volume is very light, 19, 35, 15.
it's also Thanksgiving week, so I mean, I wouldn't make too much of it.
I'm just looking for a 386. It is right now 391. 386. 386. This is 79. This is the close volume.
Hey, going back to your spreadsheet for a sec, like, so what are your three kind of best names for tomorrow?
I'll mark BA and IWM.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Boeing and
Boeing and
Excel.
IBM, yeah.
Boeing is finally, after billions of years.
I remember you're still so mad it's every day just going down.
Yes.
So now I have a question for you about these regression channels. I'm trying to draw them for every ticker, and then whenever I have to change the direction, I have to go in and adjust the settings again, like the coefficients and the colors and everything. Is it same for you, or do you have a setting that you save?
No, I just saved it as a set.
Okay.
When I made this regression channel, right? Like the edit properties. Save as the default. That's it.
Okay, I didn't do that. So yeah, so whenever I change the direction, it's asking me to, I have to do that again.
Yeah, just
Um,
save it as a default, and then you're done.
sure. And then when you change the ticker, do you have to do that again, or it comes automatically?
Yes. No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't come automatically. These are drawings which you need to draw.
For every ticker, you have to do them. Okay, got it.
Yes.
And the Heikinashi 15, I copied your code and then built it up. But for the last couple of lines, they're coming in red and it's giving an error. Is that something that you heard of, or
I do not have that error, and that I think I mentioned in the chat as well that I really don't know what's wrong happening at your end. Because in my market watch, this line is very simple.
sure?
Like click here, edit formula. Like I'm just using the input. I'm defining the open, high, low,
Yeah.
and I'm just writing the formula. There is nothing else which is right there.
Yeah, from there, the assign background color, that's from 21. That's where it's showing it's an error. Yeah,
Check if you have that color or not.
sure.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
only
deleted
thing.
I deleted it and then I have to see, backtest, see if it's working. Um, so you put an alert. Um, so does the alert come to you for every ticker, or you have to do it
I do not put alerts. I only
Okay,
put alerts in my mind, and
okay,
I keep track of them.
okay, got it. So you don't have any way that where the TOS alerts you to the phone when there are 15 Heikeneishi candles with flat bottom or flat base then.
You can set that up. You can set that alert. Go to
Okay.
ticker and set an alert. Create
Okay. So
alert
do
and
that.
choose the conditions.
Yeah.
Here, your price condition. You can choose. Uh, come on. You can choose your text messages. You can choose whatever you want. Based on that, it will create an alert.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm trying to set this as a scan, but I guess that doesn't work. So we have to do this as a watch list column then. Yeah, got it.
You can set it as a scan. Again, it's very simple. You have to just scan it on a study, and then but this is also a scan, right? This is live scan. It's not a
Sure.
different thing.
Yeah. Got it, Naval. Thank you. I will try. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjunath. You mentioned that. So, guys, NVIDIA is crazy. I really don't know what to do with. But I think there were some puts which were mentioned. That these puts came in. We'll check ELF. QQQ. Tomorrow is 21. 391 calls. Only a couple of them. D83 puts. Oh, this. Look at them. 383, 388 put spread, which is right there. $1. That's a 5,000, 10,000 lot trade. This is interesting trade. 388, 383. It's in $1 and twice the contract, so 50 cents. This is a good trade.
Yeah, are you taking a chart request by the way, or?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, do you have any thoughts on a firm or Cisco?
Firm, I think 25. Yes. A firm. I think it's getting ready for a move. Because I think when it went to 170s in a prehistoric era, when every shit company was moving, it, yeah, 25, 26 is a good area for it to break out. 28 is possible. 28 on this is possible.
And then about Gap GPS.
Cisco, it's a shit thing. It doesn't move. It's a very small, tight range.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the gap fill there.
Yeah, I feel like after the earnings,
Yeah, I mean it's more like a seasonal trade, and there seems like a ton of
it's a very
space.
slow, like it was dodgy right there, dodgy at the top. So unless we have a dodgy, I don't see it's going to fill. So maybe a few more days here and there, and then a dodgy, and then you can see.
So wait, are you bullish or bearish here?
I will avoid this. It should consolidate here. It
I
will
mean
take its time.
yeah, the only positive is like the earnings report, like it made a low, but then there's a lot of buying there, and that 40 kind of 47.5 level looks like it's held.
I am still saying that unless we see this line coming a little down and it stays here maybe to 49 at most, let the line cross and candle cross, that may
Yeah.
be a good time to trade Cisco. Otherwise, if you want to sell options, both put and calls, you can sell them.
That makes sense. Any thoughts on the last one? Any thoughts on Gap GPS?
The earning 112. I think
Yeah.
2 days are enough. And that's how they survive, and then they start to give back.
All right, thanks.
It's going into that area of resistance at 19. If it clears that, it goes into the gap. So keep an eye on 19 high. 1925. If it clears that, yes, it will have a further upside. But 1920, I think it will find resistance. If you want to do GPS, look at target always.
Yeah, I'm in that as
They'll do
well.
the same thing.
Yep.
They'll go up and then start to consolidate in region and then start to give back. I think somebody asked for ELF. ELF has a dodgy at the top, so I would not try long at this time. Because I don't like dodgies. If you want to buy dodgies, buy at the bottom. Not at 9 from 91 to 130. No. Yes, Vivek, go ahead.
Naval bhai, do you mind looking at American Airlines? By their options are like super cheap. We can play like 100 lots ऐसा on one either
Even if
way.
you play 1,000 lots, it's a good trade. It's like finally, after a long time, they're about to convert, but they've
Yeah.
already moved 20% from the bottom to here. Expedia, like Expedia, Airbnb, Expedia is a trade where you need to set up and short.
Okay.
It was a dodgy at the bottom right there. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. It was clearly telling us to go. Right
No.
now, it's an inside day at the top. It can break down because this is a 50% enormous move into Expedia, which is absolutely ridiculous. If you want to short Expedia, do not go long on American Airlines yet. If you want to buy stocks, buy stocks.
Okay. Thanks, bhai.
All right, guys, it's 11:40. I think I'm pretty much good for the day. I'll try to be available tomorrow night. But thank you for joining. And I think 50 people are here. Thank you all for being here and supporting me. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, most likely. Bye-bye. Take care.